The Scottish Government's ambition is to put equality and human rights at the heart of everything we do and all of our public services. And tackling inequality is one of the three core missions of the new First Minister and his cabinet. And there are so many excellent examples of inclusive policy making across the wider public sector. So today is really just a brief recap for those of you who may be less familiar with the requirements on you as leaders in public bodies. The Public Sector Equality Duty came into force in 2011 under the Equality Act 2010, and it requires public bodies to consider the impacts of their policies and practices on equality. There are three duties under the Public Sector Equality Duty, and as leaders you must have regard to each of them, and they are to eliminate discrimination, harassment and victimisation, to advance equality of opportunity, and to foster good relations between persons who share a protected characteristic and those who do not. So while the Public Sector Equality Duty applies to specific protected characteristics, in practice they also need to consider the intersection of these and other characteristics such as socio-economic diversity and disadvantage. There are Scottish-specific duties under the Public Sector Equality Duty, which just set out a bit more information about additional responsibilities and reporting requirements as a public body in Scotland. Processes are in place to make sure that you meet your equality duties, including the need to assess the impact of any proposed new policy or practice. You are legally required to use and publish equality impact assessments, or EQIAs, to ensure that your policies align with the Public Sector Equality Duty. There are a range of guidance and training materials available to support this process, but in general terms, it's worth remembering that the process should start as early as possible and must be carried out as part of the policy-making process. So not after a policy has been designed and not after the fact of a policy being settled or decisions being made about it. And as a leader, it's your responsibility to confirm that the impact of applying the policy has been sufficiently assessed against all three duties under the Equality Act. The final thing I just wanted to say was that in particular, paying due regard to the duty to advance equality should allow you to meet the diverse needs of the people and communities who use your services. Person-centred approaches where policies are developed in response to the specific needs of those with protected characteristics are more likely to advance equality in a meaningful way. So we would encourage you to engage with your people and communities, identify their needs, and then develop your policies around those. My directorate is available to help and can signpost you to additional sources of guidance and support, and a really good starting point is the Scottish Government's website under Equality and Rights and Mainstreaming Equality. You can find out lots more information there, including information on the Scotland-specific duties. That's all I wanted to say today. Thank you very much for listening.